What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode, we continued exploring here in the Coronet Highlands, catching and battling all sorts of Pokemon, finishing all sorts of tasks for our Pokedex. You can see right here, 76 tasks with unreported data. I think we've done pretty well thus far. But right here is the worst character in the entire game, and we're going to meet up with them once again to get this ball rolling. Yeah, get it? Because we're going to be fighting an Electrode. Welcome to the Moonview Arena, the seat of Lord Electrode. I know I've not exactly been supportive of you reaching this place, but a part of me did hope you'd make it. Call me contradictory all you like, Galaxy Grunt, but such is life. Embracing the complexity of both ourselves and the world can only help us grow. As a member of the Diamond Clan, my highest calling is to please Almighty Sinnoh. And right now that means I must protect my lord by stopping you where you stand. If you still wish to defeat me and gain entry to my Electrode seat, you and your little Pokemon are welcome to give it your best shot. Let's go, Skuntank. Give him another whiff of your silent deadliness. And alright, and I do believe we have a 1v3 battle here, although this is an incredibly easy 1v3 battle because, well, Skuntank is the only Pokemon that's actually a threat. So here we go. Let's use Darko for this. So yeah, you can see a Zubat and a Skorupi. Ain't too worried about them. We got to get rid of the Skuntank as quickly as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit this thing with some Drain Punches. I would like to preserve my Fire Punches if possible. So we'll take a couple of hits. I'm not too worried about this here. I think we'll be fine. It's going to use Poison Jab. That's going to hurt a little bit. The other two aren't going to hurt so bad, especially because that Venoshock would hurt if we were poisoned, though. And then a Gust. And then what I can do is I can use Drain Punch again. And hopefully this actually takes it out. Please. And oh! Absolutely gypped. I thought that was going to do it. Well, Darko's probably going to actually go down here, which is fine. Or they could not attack. I'm not complaining. Okay, let's go play rough. I'm sure Darko's going to get eliminated here, but I didn't want to take another round of hits, and I did not mean to do that. Excuse me. I fat-fingered the B button there. Now I can use a Hyper Potion. And then we can start taking these out. So we'll save. We'll use one Ice Punch just to deal with Zubat. Not that it's 100% necessary. But then for Skorupi, obviously, we can use really whatever we want. And there's the Hypnosis. Because, of course, thank you for that. In fact, now that I just realized I got rid of all my raspberries, I'm a little bit sad. Or, not raspberries, Chesto berries, excuse me. Well, we can try. You know, let's just use Play Rough a bunch of times. Because Play Rough should still get the job done. And luckily that missed. Come on, hang in there, Darko. And then, of course, it misses. Man, we are getting really unlucky in this fight. Holy cow. Everything's avoid. Oh, it's because the fog effect is out. You know, actually, I'm going to be completely honest here. I might seriously go back to the camp because of that. I do not want to do the fight against the Lord of the Hollow while the fog effect is in play. It is so obnoxious having 10% accuracy knocked down on every single one of your moves. I'm serious. It is the worst. And luckily, if we go as the crow flies, like, look at this. It just misses constantly with the fog in place. Oh, I hate this. The absolute frickin' worst. Fine, let's just use frickin' Drain Punch, I guess. It's so obnoxious. Is that going to heal more than Venoshock? No, it's not. Well, I was hoping it would. That's just not a good idea then. Fine, I'll use Ice Punch. I'm going to go back and heal. I was going to go back and heal anyway, but then the fog keeps screwing me over. Oh, I hate this effect. Worst weather effect in the game. I'm going to straight up leave after this. I promise. I will not be putting up with this for the fight against the Lord of the Hollow. It's just not worth it. It's such a handicap. Let's make one thing clear. I didn't lose. You may have won, but there's a difference. I just lacked time. Yes, I'm afraid there simply wasn't enough time for me to raise my Pokemon nice and strong. Ah, could this be why Adamant is always going on and on about time being a precious thing? My word, the Diamond Clan and Almighty Sinnoh truly are never-ending founts of wisdom. Yes, yes, I know what comes next. You want to know what pleases Lord Electrode so you can make some balms for it. Well, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you. Because I have completely forgotten what Electrode likes. Man, you are the worst. Like the actual worst warden. Melli is really giving you a runaround, isn't he, Akari? About time somebody actually helpful showed up. I guess it's my fault for not telling you in advance, so here's the... Adamon! What now? I could hear you just now, you know. Are you going to... Don't call me a little noodle. Gosh, I hate you, Melli. I just... Use your eyes, Melli. Haven't you even looked at your frenzied lord? Don't you feel even a twinge at how it suffers, fighting to control the energy that's bursting out of it? I see nothing but a Pokemon overcome with joy at being among Almighty Sinnoh's chosen ones. Anyway, it's not like trials and suffering are always cause for doom and gloom. These things exist to help us grow. Sorry, Melli, I can't write off these frenzies as some trial from Almighty Sinnoh. That's why I'm doing the best I can to help out Akari here. This is bigger than what team or clan we belong to. And by the way, I wasn't just going to tell her that she needs crunchy salt. I was going to go right ahead and give it to her. Now it's time to make some bulbs, so lend a hand, both of you. Well, okay, but yeah, this weather is not something that I am willing to deal with, so I am going to head right back to the mountain camp and sleep for an entire day, and that should make the weather go away. There we go. All right, so I'll be right back. And there we go. That looks so much better. Now it's all sunny outside. Okay, so Darko is all ready to go. Everybody's all healed up. This shouldn't be much of an issue whatsoever. I'm so glad we're able to just fast travel straight back here, too. So, even knowing you're doomed to fail, you still wish to pit yourself against Electrode? I think I'm ready. Huh, you've a great deal more pluck than you have sense, I'll give you that. A word of advice, don't stop moving while you're battling Electrode or you'll be dead in no time. Oh, you know, this is actually the fight I remember, like, the least of any of the fights, but I also remember it just being a little bit on the tedious side. But I'll try to explain it the best I can. It's very simple fight. I just don't have memories of it as much as the other ones. I freaking love that they're just straight up big apricorns. It's kind of hilarious. All right, here we go. So this is the way that this works. Electrode is going to throw a ball that's going to chase you around the arena while also dropping Voltorb bombs all over the place. You're just going to want to stay out of the radius of those while running away from the lightning ball. You can get a few pot shots off, but not too many before the electrical balls start to catch up to you. These balls are going to progressively get faster throughout the fight, so eventually you're going to hit a point where you just cannot waste time at all. So mostly just kind of focus on avoiding all of the Voltorbs. Eventually the lightning balls will run out, but as soon as they do, Electrode's just going to send another one at you. Just keep doing this for a while until Electrode charges up a big attack. And it's going to come here soon. I believe after one more round of Voltorbs, he should do it. But the big attack is what you're waiting for here. So keep throwing bombs. You're just doing a little bit of chip damage here. Nope, still not yet. Here it is. Okay, so for this attack, you're just going to want to stay outside of the radius. Now, the good news is that even if you're inside the radius, as he follows you, eventually he's going to stop in place, and that right there gives you a little bit of time to get out of it before he does his actual attack. Now, you're going to want to throw your Pokemon at him really quickly, if you can hurry, and then we can start doing damage. Let's do this thing. So, Electrode's only level 46, which isn't too bad. So, we're going to want to focus on using our Fire Punch and Ice Punches here. Luckily, Darko avoided the first attack, which is a very good start. I'm going to use an Agile-style Fire Punch, and then I think I'll use a Strong-style Ice Punch. That might be enough. In fact, it is. Wow, that was really, really easy. All right, so throw bombs as much as you can. Just do the quick pot shot ones up really, really, really close. And now move. Okay, here we go. We're just going to be doing this over and over again. It's very, very simple. So while he shakes and throws more Voltorbs, just keep running around the arena like this. Whoop, dodge out of the radius of that if you ever get caught in one. I don't think I got that one. Okay, we need to get away from that. Cutting a little close there. Just keep moving. Just, again, stay outside of the Voltorb's radius. They do blow up pretty fast after landing, so just make sure that as soon as you see one land around you, just dodge out of the way. One dodge roll is more than enough to clear the bomb radius here. I honestly think this fight is a lot easier than the Arcanine fight, if I'm being honest, because it's so much more predictable. You just have to be more patient. So now when he starts to fire these blue lightning ones, first of all, he's going to get a lot closer to you, which means you're going to need to dodge as soon as he stops chasing you. So like right about there. Now you're going to want to dodge. Switch on over to your Pokemon. And then luckily the ball goes away. Now those blue electrical balls are so much faster that you really don't have a chance to throw pot shot bombs at him anymore. So that's something to keep in mind. And I've missed it again. Oh, I am getting really freaking lucky. All right, let's use an Ice Punch this time. And that should one-shot. Perfect. So now we're going to spam the bombs. So hit him with a bunch. Probably going to get him down to his last health bar. Okay, there we go. Now we need to run. All right, so yeah, like I said, right here we can't really take any more pot shots, so I'm just going to play it safe and just kind of run around the arena for a while because he's now going to start throwing 2 of these at you. Oh, actually, that one's yellow. I'm actually surprised by that. Yeah, don't you can maybe throw like 1 bomb every once in a while, but it's just not worth it because these blue ones are just so much more fast. Also, now he starts throwing 3 at you once he gets down to his final health bar, which is a little obnoxious. But just keep doing this. Don't try to get cute. Don't try to be... I mean, you can try, but it's just not something I would advise. All right, now we are going to be right outside the radius again. So wait for him to stop, and as soon as he does, do a dodge. Wait for it. Now, and there we go. Switch to your Pokemon. And throw it into battle. All right, this is it, the final phase. Here we go. Right, Electrode, you can use Thunder again. Thunder Wave. Okay, that's actually a little obnoxious. That might cause a couple of problems if we get unlucky here, but hopefully we don't. Can't really get away with an Agile style. Nope, we're good. We got the Fire Punch in. Beautiful. It's a good thing this thing is not super tanky. Let's chuck those bombs quickly. Don't just overdo it if you have to. I don't even care. We got it. All right, we're good. And there we go. Look at that. Level ups for almost everybody except Bertha, which, you know what? I am okay with that because she has about served her purpose out here. Oh, you're not so bad after all. I love how they like have to roll to you, but then at the same time they can also roll in place. It's a little weird. Without actually moving. But we did it. Oh, shut up, Melli. My goodness. You are so whiny and, like, irredeemably obnoxious. Is that how you see it? Electrode looks relieved to me. Glad its suffering ended, probably. Oh, come on, Adamant. Seriously? That's just your wishful thinking, nothing more. All your preaching doesn't ruffle me one bit, but if Almighty Sinnoh grows angry with me because of this, I don't know what I'll do. I arrive on schedule. What's up, Ingo? What did you bother coming back for? Only to say that I recalled some things after Akari did the honor of traveling with me. Things to do with a world where I believed I lived before my memories were lost. Most people there caught Pokemon, lived with them, formed supportive partnerships with them. And then there were Pokemon trainers. The ones we called Pokemon trainers were truly devoted to their craft. They always looked toward the next challenge and had Pokemon battles every chance they got, all to help themselves and their Pokemon grow. Through battle, trainers forged bonds of understanding with their Pokemon, and with their opponents and their Pokemon too. With everything, I suppose. If Pokemon and people work together, we could forge new paths forward. We'll be lost to history if we go on believing only Pokemon can be strong, or if we go on fearing them instead of understanding them. Interesting. Was your world like Ingo described too, Akari? It sure was. I'd never have thought such a world could exist. Oh, once again, the brilliant Warden Melli has realized something rather clever. It's not just my Pokemon that need to be strong, it's me as well. Melli, You're so punchable. Of all characters, you are so punchable. Like, I don't care about anything else in regards to the design, but, like, just the arrogance. Anyway. Give not into sorrow, give not into anger. Offer only friendship to those around you. Give not into sorrow, give not into anger. Bring not Almighty Sinnoh to sorrow. For that is when time's flow will cease. And there you have it. Bravo! Excellent! Please, all of you, do your best and run toward the destination at an even higher state. Of course, your higher state is clear, Akari. It surely lies with the next lord. Now, this time, I really will make the complete return trip to Jubilife Village. Perhaps with someone like Akari to show that Pokemon need not be feared. The Pokemon of Hisui will find new tracks forward. Now, begging your pardon, I owe Commander Kamado my reports. Until next time, Akari. Can we find a way to honor our past while also forging a better future? Maybe that's what Almighty Sinnoh really wants from us. After all, it rules over all time, and it created everything there is. Be ready to shield your eyes, Galaxy Grunt. I'm going to polish up both myself and... Please don't polish yourself, Melli. I don't want to hear anything about that. Okay, we are going to report back to Commander Kamado here in a second, but there's one more section of the map that I want to check out. I don't Yeah, okay, right here in the Celestica Trail. This is the only section that we haven't checked out. There is actually this over here by Wayward Wood. You know, we'll check that out too, actually. We might as well finish exploring here before we go any further. Obviously, we're going to come back here and alpha hunt a little bit more later, but that can wait. In the meantime, I don't know why I threw a Pokeball at that, because I had the wrong thing selected. Let's try to see if we can grab a couple of things here. And I am going to try to make my way down to the Celestica Trail with relative ease. And again, let's hit the wrong button here. Okay, we're going to actually want to go up the cliffs here. And we're going to want to take Sneasler down this way after we grab the Vivichokes, because I think this... Yep, that's where the Alpha Probopass is. And that Probopass, if I'm not mistaken, is actually like the highest level in the game. So, or in the area. They're actually even stronger than that Electivire. So maybe, just maybe, if I can actually activate Sneasler here, we can descend without getting ourselves into a fight here. Oh, are we going to get spotted here? Maybe. Hold on a moment. I still have a lot of smoke bombs. Turn around, Probopass, because I can actually deal quite a lot of significant damage to you with my Rhyperior. That would be great and all. So let's do it. Because this thing is both rock and steel. Level 73. So, I'm just going to use a standard high horsepower. And that should do a fair bit of damage. Now, hopefully, it doesn't do something really strong. Flash cannon that's going to hurt. Ah! Gosh dang it. That does a little bit too much damage. Okay, we don't really have any other special attacks. So let's switch on over to Roddy, who will do the best that he can. Gosh dang it. I was really hoping that we would be fine there. I'm going to use an agile style here. And then we'll use a regular one. And that should be enough to take it out. Let's actually do a strong style just in case, because I really don't want it to miss. Sorry, Bertha. I was hoping you would get something out of that, but unfortunately you didn't. They were blocking an entrance to a cave, which is the main reason I wanted to go in here. Or I wanted to go down this way. Primeval Grotto. We got some more nose passes in here, but you'll also notice that there's this. You can feel a mysterious power from the ore, almost like the very pulse of the land itself. Interesting. Groudon, Heatran, possibly. And look at that! Also over there, we got frickin' Bastiodon and Cranidos. I don't think we can actually investigate or mess with that wall at all, though, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let's head out this way, because it just kind of does a little wrap around. It's just sort of a U shape. Nothing really to write home about, but it is worth checking on down here, see if we can find anything else. We'll get some more regular Tumblestones, if possible. Let's see. Anything else over here? We got a King's Leaf. Also an Alpha Gliscor right there. Okay, let me let it do its roar really quickly before I grab that. And then we'll move. I would love to get that, but I already got my Alpha Gligar, so I think I'm set to go. I don't need to worry about getting the Gliscor also. Would be a little insane. Now, if we head over this way, let's see. Anything else of note? I honestly can't really see anything. Those are berries, which I don't want. And here's Sneasel, although I think this is a different pond from the one for... Yeah, this is different, because look, you can see there's actually Gyarados in here. And Scyther. Also Scyther hanging out. That's a little interesting. Didn't think we would be running into Scyther all the way up here. Haven't seen you guys since the Obsidian Fieldlands, as a matter of fact. Come on, touch the Wisp. There we go. Beautiful. All right, now let's take this thing, and we're going to go all the way down to the very bottom. And if I can check the map here, I want to get to the Ancient Quarry and the... I mean, I've already been in the Ancient Quarry, but I want to be towards the Wayward Wood. So I'm going to grab this Vivichoke, and we'll kind of just follow the path here. We'll keep referring to the map as we go. Oops, I didn't mean to hit minus again. Let's do some climbing. Come on, Sneasler. All the way up. We got some more Sky Tumblestones we can get. So that'll be helpful. Come on, Sneasler. There you go. See, it's really finicky. Like, why does it pull itself up there? That's what I hate. of those particular interactions. It just feels a lot clunkier and slower, if I'm being honest. You know, I don't think there's a whole lot going on up here, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think this is what I was thinking of, and it's pretty non-eventful. Just a bunch of graveler, not really much else to write home about. Maybe there's like a couple of items to be grabbed, and that is evidently the edge of the map. So I guess we are pretty much done here. So why don't we head back to the camp as I avoid these Mothim. Wait, what was I supposed to use on the Mothim again? Hold on. What was I? Hold on. That was actually something I never did resolve from several episodes ago. Rock type moves. Yeah. And then look who's actually fainted right now, so that doesn't really help. All right, well, let me use Bertha to take out a couple of Mothim really quickly here, just to kind of cap off. Didn't mean to use that. Just to kind of cap off our entire adventure here. So, ow! That was like really sudden. Excuse me. I just got solar beamed. Actually, I don't know if that's what that move was, but it still freaking hurt. Rude. Jeez. Critical hit, too, of course. All right, let's use Rock Slide. That should just one-shot you with a relatively little issue. But that'll help us out a little bit. So there's another one defeated. Oh, goody. A spoiled apricorn. Then we got another one here. So we'll get ourselves in another fight. This one's probably going to get to attack first. Yes, it is. Does quite a bit of damage. But we will use Rock Slide again and hopefully just take you out right off the bat. Beautiful. All right. And there is the quarry down there. And guys, also, I think the alpha was down there as well. Let me just see really quickly. Yeah, we're not really right on the cusp of anything, so I think we're fine. So let's head back to the camp over here. The Highlands camp, excuse me. And then we can talk to Laventon, which, yeah, I think we've done some pretty good job here. You see, you caught 16 Pokemon. Care to report your findings? Yes. Look at all those we got. We got that, oh my gosh, we got that Magnezone. That's right. And then Chimecho, Rotom. Oh, man, there's all sorts of good ones. Gibble. A lot of good stuff around here. And then a ton of stuff. We got 12,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. Got one alpha in the middle of all that. Since you made some new observations, let's have a look then. I'm most illuminating, and I'll update your Pokedex data. Let's see what we get. Definitely to the next rank, without question. I just wonder what the overflow is. Splendiferous results. I dare say you've earned yourself a promotion to the next rank. Best report to Captain Silene, eh? I'd get right on that if I were you. And you called Lord Electrode. Splendid job as always, my girl. Let's be off to the village then. Time to report to Commander Kamado. I agree with all of those things, although we are basically done with today's episode. So I think we're going to have to end up doing that in the next episode because that is it for this one. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus very, very much. Next episode, we will rendezvous with Commander Kamado. I will make a slight team change so we can start working on that. And we are probably, actually, going to return to the Obsidian Fieldlands, as well as maybe the Crimson Mirelands. I don't know. We're going to actually have to take a look at the maps there because I don't remember exactly what we haven't explored. But I think there are a couple of areas we can access now that we have Sneasler. But it's not nearly as extensive as the amount of new stuff we unlocked with Basque Legion. Don't you worry. So we'll go do a little bit of exploring around there while we also pick up side quests and all sorts of other stuff in the next episode. So thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one.